Okay, for this afternoon, we're going to look at for loops. Okay. Yeah, we're going to look at for loops. So we come back to this one. Let's quickly look at this video that explains what a for loop is. And 1 minute.
So when you use a repeat block to loop your code, how does the computer know when it's repeated enough times? The repeat block is actually hiding a more sophisticated piece of code called a for loop, which counts from a starting value up to an ending value by a specific increment. So for example, a repeat 3 block counts from 1 to 3 by 1, and every time it counts, it runs the code inside the loop. The for loop knows how many times it has run by using a counter variable that is set to the starting value at the beginning of the loop and has the increment added to it each time the loop is run. As soon as the counter variable is greater than the ending value, the loop stops running. So the benefit of using a real for loop instead of the repeat block is that you can actually see the counter variable and use it in your loop. So for example, if I have a series of flowers and the first one has 1 nectar, the second one has 2 nectars, and the third one has 3, I can use the for loop to tell the bee to collect counter nectars each time, which would collect 1 at the first flower, 2 at the second, and 3 at the third. Also, in a for loop, you can increment the counter by a number other than 1 each time. You can potentially count by 2s, 4s, or even an amount that changes every time through.
Okay. I'll be doing the first 2 here. Right. So I'll be doing the first 2 right here now. Then after that, we're going to do pair programming. So here, I'll just take a loop and get to the number block from math and tell it to repeat 5 times. And after that, I'll just do move forward, get nectar. So as it moves forward on the block it lands on, it will get the nectar. And we can continue. Here, when we've watched the video here, that we could do the long way, but since we've already watched the video, I'm just going to do the easier way. And looks like we'll be using this variable I. So here, I'm going to have to set I to 1. And after that, I'm going to get a repeat block and the number block from math and tell it to repeat 5 times. And after that, I'll put the move forward here. But I'm also going to have to put in another loop. But I'm going to do for counter from 1 to 5, count by 1. It's going to have to be I since I can't change this to counter. Okay, so then after that, I'm going to have the get nectar there. That way, it will collect the right amount of nectar on each flower. Alright. No. Okay, I think I did something wrong. Right. Okay, this is starting to get confusing. Okay. Mm. I'm talking to. I'll just do the other way. So, yeah. I'll just try this again. So, I'm just trying to move this and do what I did before. It should work now. Right. Actually, it's the other way around. It's supposed to be like this. Right. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to try and do it this way and set counter to 1. Right, that's actually right. So I'll set it to 1. Then after that, I'll drag the I variable into here. Then the I will increase. So I'm going to make it get set again. And this time it's going to increase by 1. And this should make it work. You've already watched this video, so we're just going to go on to number 4. This one's a prediction, so we're just going to actually get onto the coding. Now we're going to start doing pair programming. Whoever wants to do this, please raise their hand. So we're going to need 3 people to raise their hand. Abu, Bear, Dan, Milan, and Isaac. You may unmute yourselves. If you are not in a quiet place, please move to a quiet place. If you are not in a quiet place, please move to a quiet place.
Repeat block. We need to take the 4 cantaloupe.
Pardon? Pardon?
We need to take the cantaloupe.
You mean this?
Yes.
How should I set it? Should it start from 1 or not?
From 1 to 7.
Okay. Should it still count by 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, guys, 1 minute. So, for loop, right? When you want to use for loop, most of you already know how to use repeat, right? Repeat, that one goes on and on. How many times you want to repeat? So for a for loop, you start from beginning, right? What's your beginning counter? And what's your ending counter? And how many jumps do you want to have? Or if you want to count by 1, or you want to count by 5, you want to count by 3, then of course you have to have a counter. That's how for loops works. So from beginning of the counter to the end of the counter, then how many times you want to jump. So that's how it works. Okay. Okay. Can you continue, please?
And add move forward.
Pardon?
And repeat.
I
Then
think you
add
mean
move forward.
okay.
I
You
didn't.
keep
No,
on
sorry. Yeah.
muting yourself in mid-sentence.
Okay. Yes. Please, you need to unmute yourself. Okay, if you are talking.
You need to put move forward. Okay. Then add a repeat loop.
Pardon? I can't actually hear you that well.
Then add a repeat loop.
Okay.
I said then add a repeat loop.
Yeah, I've done that. And I think you're forgetting something.
Then
don't know.
put get nectar inside.
Okay.
Get nectar inside.
Only have one more block left.
And also add a counter variable.
Okay. Is that all?
Inside it.
Pardon?
Yeah. Then run the program.
Okay. But next time, I want everyone in that group to participate. No, in the next group.
Excuse me, I don't
Yes.
have lesson 15.
Pardon?
I don't have lesson 15.
You don't? Well, try refreshing.
Okay.
Now everyone
Oh yeah,
can
you have it now.
lower their hands.
Okay. Say thank you.
Now we're going to
Thank
need
you.
3 more people to raise their hands. And it can't actually be people that we've had before unless other people don't raise their hands. Please can someone else raise their hand? Because no one else is raising their hand, and we can have one person who's raised their hand before. So Jimmy, Karis, and Joshua, and Dana, Owens, all of you may unmute.
Okay, so what you did for the last puzzle, that's what you're going to.
Right. Okay.
So you have to get the counter block.
Bring out the counter log.
Right. Please,
Block.
can you start again, please?
Bring out the 4 counter
Counter loop.
block.
Okay, so first we do a 4 counter block.
Yeah.
Wait, 4 of them.
No, one. Just
No,
one.
Okay.
And do 5 to 1 count.
By one. 5 to 1.
Jump by 1.
Okay. I've done that.
Then inside you do a loop.
Okay.
Yeah, inside.
And inside the loop,
And then
put a count variable.
Yeah.
Pardon?
And
Wait.
put a count variable at the
Move
repeat.
forward and get nectar.
And now you say quick. A
Wait.
count variable, and then inside the repeat loop, move forward, get nectar.
Are you sure about this?
No, you're supposed to put the move forward on top of the repeat counter times.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to show you what would have happened. That would have happened. It would have wasted a turn with that move forward.
Carry the move forward and put it on top of the repeat counter times.
And then you put the get nectar inside the
Repeat loop.
So is everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can everyone in this group please lower their hands now?
Okay.
No. Is it?
I'm going to need 3 more people to raise their hands now. We just need 1 more person to raise their hand. Oh yeah, and if you raise your hand, you have to participate. Since no one is actually raising their hands, other people from the first and second group can raise their hands again. Okay. Isaac, Aishat, and Jimmy, you may unmute yourselves. Okay. So what should I do to start this code off?
The counter block.
Okay.
And set it to
Repeat.
1 to 7 by 2
1 to 7.
by 2. Because the amount of nectar goes up by 2.
Pardon?
Because the amount of nectar, the further it is, it keeps on increasing by 2.
Okay. What's next?
Should add a loop.
How many times should it repeat?
Yeah, add a repeat block.
How many times should it repeat?
7.
Pardon?
7.
Are you sure? Okay, I'll put 7. Is there
You should
anything?
add a counter.
4.
Okay, we'll try 7 first, then we'll try counter.
That counter didn't work for that one.
Pardon?
That counter didn't work for that one.
Okay. What's next?
4 times.
Pardon?
Make it 4 times.
Okay.
Because it
Is that-
will just do that 7th. It'll just do that 7 times, and there are only 4 flowers.
Is there anything else?
We need to add them, move forward.
And then
You
put
can add
nectar.
Before,
Where should I put them?
in between the repeat 4 times and 4 counter from.
Okay. Wait, here. Is this what you mean?
The
Inside of here?
the get nectar is inside the repeat block, and it's on the move forward block is on top of the repeat block.
Okay. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this code is actually wrong.
Um.
I'll show it to you, then I'll explain it.
I meant no.
See, it moves forward, which is fine, but it goes wrong here. Just repeat 4 times, get nectar.
In between the 4 count.
So it tries to repeat 4 times to get the nectar on the first flower, but there's only one piece of nectar. So it won't work as there's not any more.
Counter.
And that's also why counter's there. What are you supposed to do with counter if you don't use it? Okay. So everyone in this group may lower their hands.
Okay.
Okay. So, Abigail, Emmanuel, and Karis and Joshua, you may unmute yourselves.
Thank you.
If you are not in a quiet place, please move to a quiet place.
We're in a quiet place. So the first thing we do is get a counter block.
Okay?
And put 3 to 15 counted by 3.
Okay?
And then inside you put a loop, a repeat loop, sorry.
Okay?
And then inside that repeat loop, put a counter block. And that one is in variables. And then after that one, you put a move forward. So that's inside the repeat loop.
Okay. Oh yeah, this one will need more than just to move forward. If it moves forward counted times, I'll show you what's going to happen.
And then we'll need a turn left. I mean right. A turn right, sorry.
Actually, only one block is supposed to go into the repeat counter times.
Get connector.
Yeah, that's it. Now, you need 2 blocks on the top between the counter and repeat block over here, then 1 at the bottom here. Wait, 2 at the bottom instead.
So
what do you think they are?
Move forward and turn left.
Are you sure it's turn left?
And turn right.
Okay.
And then on bottom of that, you do move forward, turn left.
Okay. Now, for the next group, I want everyone to participate. Since I didn't actually hear all the voices. I don't actually know.
And then
only Emmanuel who was speaking and Karis. So if you raise your hand, you're going to have to speak. You have to have another move forward there, then have the turn left. Just spotted that. You messed up the card. Right. Oh, I think it was my fault. But it's actually supposed to be like this.
All right, thank you guys. So we're going to break into rooms now, okay? We're going to break into rooms now, then we'll, I'm gonna lower everyone's hands. So if you want to be the lead in the rooms, you just need to raise your hand, then I can put you in as the lead of the rooms. But you should make sure you need to share your screen as well. Okay.